Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings. Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. A really good day at Goodison Park today. Nice to see us score a couple of goals. Fantastic to see us getting 3 points. And it was a good all-round win. Listen, we did the job. That was Everton playing the way Everton plays. Well, now whether you like the way Everton play, it doesn't really matter, because that was just us playing well. Obviously we made a few changes to the team. Obviously we had to make some changes. I think the midfield changes were really important, and they really did work, and we got a grip of the game. Yeah, so obviously some controversial things have come out of the game, and we'll talk about them as we look at all of the players. But let's start with Jordan Pickford. They had to make one absolutely huge save in the first half. Excuse me, a huge save at 1-0 from Chris Wood. Yeah, it was just a magnificent save at the back post, just to block it, and then Tarkowski blocked it. We managed to get away. 3 saves today. Goals prevented 0.73, so near enough 1 goal he stopped, and it was a huge moment. Yeah, a couple of things again, couple of stupid kicks away, but a really big save at a really big moment in the game, just to just when you need it, those big moments. So yeah, he done his job, and it was a huge game, as I said, a huge save. Sorry, as I said, at that stage of the game, and they're the moments, aren't you? They're the moments that get you over the line. So I thought he done quite well today. So Jordan Pickford, that give a 7.6. Ashley Young, this is where it gets interesting. Because I said on my aftermatch, I thought he had quite a steady, good game. In general, and then I seen the penalties, which he was involved in, all of them. Potential penalties that obviously weren't given as penalties. Three penalties that have obviously angered Nottingham Forest hugely. They've put a tweet out, even going as far as saying that they thought they'd let the Premier League know that the VAR was a Luton fan, which is crazy. And they will see where they're going to. I don't know how you take it further. What do? Do you say you're not going to play any games? Well, if you don't play any games, then you forfeit the games, and therefore you could be relegated. I don't know. Since they got in Clattenburg as this refereeing thing that they've got, they seem to be quite quick jumping on referees. It is quite interesting. I come back and I rewatched the moments after the game and during the game, just some of the big moments, just to get another look at things. And it was interesting listening to Jamie Carragher talk about about Premier League clubs doing what they're doing. Really, what was really funny was that Liverpool really opened the door for this. When they complained about Spurs, and don't get me wrong, they had every right to complain about Spurs, that what happened in the Spurs game, but it just seems to have gone on and on and on, and Forest have brought someone in to do this now, as their job, when he's not on Gladiators. So it's a really weird situation we've created now in the game. And I don't know where it goes. I really don't know where it goes, and how we move forward with this when you've got clubs going straight into the public eye, making these complaints. Is it just to satisfy their fans? Is it really to for the best for the game? I don't know. Listen, just from my point of view, I've been watching them again. Of course, I'm in the ground, so it is difficult when you're in the ground. At the time, I didn't think the first one was a pen, and I still don't think the first one was a pen. The handball, I didn't think it was a pen, but now I do think it was a pen. And I literally haven't just started this video. I haven't watched the Coventry penalty that they just got, I think that more cements it. And I think the third one is a penalty as well, to be fair. And I sort of in the ground when you get that feeling and you're watching the match and you're like, ooh, we may have got away with one there. So I think Ashley Young definitely got away with a couple there. But I thought, again, if he's going to play, right back is where he's going to play. Is he a liability? I think he is a liability because of his age. Is he better than Ben Godfrey? Well, I think he is when we're at home, when we go forward. So the manager has to make a call there, doesn't he? He won 5 out of 7 ground duels. But I did think going forward, I thought he helped when we went forward, helped down that right-hand side. But it's definitely going to be him and Ben Godfrey, isn't it? So I don't know. As I said, in general play, I thought he was all right. I thought he had a decent enough game. But having reviewed the, you can just see there's his heat map there as well. Didn't get that far forward, but I thought he did all right. So in general sense, I thought he did all right. But those moments were huge moments in the game, and they will be looked at over and over again, I imagine. And listen, what Forest are doing is Forest are creating that noise, which we've spoken about many a time, certainly as an Evertonian, where often these things get dismissed because they're not in big games or perceived big games. Well, today was a really big game, wasn't it, for both teams? So they're just making their voice heard, and people can go, this is really silly. But I understand why they're doing it, because clubs outside the top 6, 7, these things don't get looked at. They really don't. And we've said that for a long, long time. So I understand people go, they're embarrassing themselves. But sometimes you do have to make a little bit of noise about it. And we have really got... I mean, you can call it luck if you want. Maybe what comes around goes around, do you know what I mean? Maybe things do balance themselves out. And where we should have had penalties in the last few weeks and we haven't. Certainly one at Bournemouth and against Burnley. Maybe we've got those back today, and it's paid us back. I'm starting to get a voice like him at the moment. So Ashley Young, it's a weird one, because as I said, I thought he did have a good game, but those certainly 2 out of 3, I think. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, the one that for the second penalty, I mean, if he doesn't put a foot in there, the lad's got a 1-on-1. He's got a 1-on-1, and the handball, it's one of them now, isn't it? What can you do? You jump and your arms are out. So I'm gonna go on what I saw from the game. His general play, and I thought he'd done well, so I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. On the other side, Vitaly Michalenko, again, very steady. 2 ground duels, 1 out of 2. 2 out of 3 aerial duels. Very solid. Done his job. No issues whatsoever. Did all right going forward as well. To show you this heat map there. You know, getting into the opposition half as well. I thought he had an all-round solid game. No issues whatsoever with him. So I'd give him a 7.5 for today's performance. Centre-backs dealt with... I thought they both dealt with Chris Wood quite well. They had a few couple of Tarkowski little nervous moments when he went up for a header and he didn't win the flick on, and they got in behind us, and luckily I think it was Morgan Gibbs-White's put it wide. Tarkowski brilliant for the block as well, as I said before with the Pickford instance. I thought he was superb in that moment as well. Ground duels won 3 out of 3. Aerial duels won 5 out of 9, which is quite good, as I said. Going up against Chris Wood, who you know is going to be a handful. He's going to be a handful in a game like this, and he was. Just those moments where he's, for both of them, where he leans into people. He's done that a couple of times. I think he did that with Brantwick, just leaning into people and just creating the little bit of space, or putting a defender off to misjudge your header. All that which Chris Wood's really good at. Old school centre forward, number 9 play really. But I thought both of them dealt quite well with that. So Taki, I would give a 7.54 as well. And Jared Branthwaite had 3 out of 3 ground duels, 6 out of 3 aerial duels, so again 50-50. Had a nasty one put on there, by the way, Jared Branthwaite in the second half. Nasty one down the ankle that he went down for, and I think the ref played on. And there's one on Taki, mad one on Taki on the head. He was down. The referee played on in the first half, crazy. And then it was a corner, so he wouldn't even go off because he wouldn't be getting treatment. Sometimes these rules are mad, absolutely mad. But I'd give both of them. I give both of them a 7.5 for today's performance. Into midfield, Adesanya Gay, who I've been talking up. You know, I know people think I talk up on Rana, but Adesanya Gay really for me is a player that we have to have playing for us all the time. I say it all the time. I know, again, some people think he's a bit of a liability. I just think he's so important for us. The way he plays is he just nicks the ball, he just knits things together, and today we saw him get a goal as well, and it was lovely to see it go in rather than go over the bar. And I just thought he was our man of the match, to be honest. Ground duels won 5 out of 6, aerial duels won 1 out of 2. I just thought all day he was excellent. 87% pass accuracy, 55 touches. Yes, there was a couple of occasions where he gave the ball away softly, and you do expect that of him. He scored 0.04 XG today, and he put it in. So it's like he had no right to score that goal, and he put it in. I thought his all-round performance was excellent. 1 block shot, 2 interceptions, 4 tackles, not dribbled past once. I just thought, as I said, his all-round performance was brilliant. Just see his heat map there, all over the pitch. Other than their box, funny enough, and he scored the goal. But I honestly just think he's our most important player in midfield. I really do. He's got so much experience, and again, when you look at next season and you're looking at situations of players who are going to leave and players who are going to stay and that kind of thing, we've got to do everything in our power to try and keep Adesanya this club. Listen, if we have to negotiate his contract, we have to negotiate his contract. But let's negotiate his contract first. Do you know what I mean? Let's make sure it's a conversation we're having at least, because he's such a important player for us. So do everything we can. But I thought he was excellent today, Adesanya Gay. I really did. So I'm going to give him a 8 for today. Andre Gomez played 67 minutes. Solid enough. Got on the ball well. 84% pass accuracy, 56 touches of the ball. I thought he did all right today. I thought when he was on the ball, he was looking to create things, change the angles, not just go backwards all the time. You know, play the ball from left to right, just keep it moving in the right way. And I thought he did all right today, coming into the midfield, starting again at Goodison. And his all round game was pretty solid, I thought. So Andre Gomez again, another solid performance, and I would give him a 7.2 for today. Decore, I thought Decore was a lot more involved today. I thought he got into so many better areas than he normally does. You can see his heat map there. There's a lot more red in our half doing, and I know he did swap over with Gomez in the second half a little bit, but I thought his all-round play was a lot better today. Just getting involved more, just getting into the game, not just being a passenger at times that he has been recently. And I thought that was really important. Only won 4 of his 10 ground duels, but won 2 of his 3 aerial duels, 53 touches, 1 key pass, successful dribbles, 2 out of 2. And I just thought he it wasn't about waiting for those moments. It was about creating those moments, and I thought he did a lot better creating those moments today than he has done recently for us. So, and he's picking the ball up and he was running with it, and he was just trying to take us forward rather than waiting for things to drop, which he's done. He's done a lot recently. So, Decore, I would give a 7.2. Jack Harrison, back into the side. Creatively didn't create too much. Looked scared at times to try and take the fullback on. There was loads of one-on-ones and he just kept on coming back. I think there was only one time where he put him on his arse and then he put a cross in and nothing came of it. But just looking at his numbers here, 45 touches, crosses 6, non-accurate. No shots off target, no shots blocked. Dribble attempts 5, 2 successful. You need more. You need more when you know. And the amount of times you just seem certainly in the second half, right in the Gladys Street there, the opportunities he had to just take him to the byline and see what happens, and he just seemed really scared to do it. I don't really know why. Just see his heat map there, and there's a lot of red in that corner, as you can see. So he's getting into the final third, he's getting into the right areas, but just not doing anything with it. I just thought he could. I thought he could have done more. I thought he could have done more in those areas for me. Jack Harrison today coming back into the side. So Jack Harrison, I would give a 6.3 for today's performance. On the other side, obviously Dwight McNeil got his goal. Something I think I said in the starting 11 show about, it was about, about time we seen one of those big moments from Dwight McNeil, and we got it today. Great finish, just kissing the post and going in. Good work rate today. Getting into some central areas again, which obviously is the plan by the looks of it, to try and get him in those central areas. And another one just after he scored that the keeper had to make stung the palms of the goalkeeper. 2 shots on target, no dribble attempts, no shots off target. Yeah, he did all right again. It's more about like the hard work and the endeavour that he puts in, rather than maybe the flashy, skillful moments with Dwight McNeil. No one can ever say he doesn't work hard, because he does work hard. But it's those, it's the crosses or whatever else that you're looking for. And today he's got the goal. Today he's put himself in a great area, backed himself. And as soon as it opened up, really, he did think he's got an opportunity here, and he took it, and he took it really, really well. And obviously that's the second goal he scored, big goal against Forest this season, that he scored. So fair play to him. Hasn't had a great season. But he's put one in today, and it's been a huge moment. 2 key passes, 5 crosses, 3 of them accurate. Accurate passes 71% from 59 touches. Heat map, more red in, as you can see, just more red inside our half, and not really getting too much width, like we said about Jack Harrison. But he's got the goal, and that's all that matters today. Huge goal. So I'd give Dwight McNeil a 7.6 for today's performance. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin obviously went off. Hopefully it's not. He went down, and you're thinking, it's the hamstring gone. And then he played on and then went off. So they've obviously thought, right, looks all right. He doesn't need to go right off. And that's massively important, because there's not going to be any better for the next couple of games with obviously him having to go off. So Dom's going to be hugely important this week. You just really hope that there's no issues, and otherwise it's going to be Schmitty starting up front for us. And you can see that again in a Merseyside derby. Everton, the look again of Schmitty having to start the game. So Dom, he did all right. it was a decent all-round game from him. Nothing amazing again. He had one chance, I think, at the Gladys Street end that he just put wide. I think it dropped from a corner. He only actually had 20 touches in the entire game. It just shows you how isolated our centre forwards are. And it's tough, and I've said it's tough for him. It's tough for Beto. Being the centre forward for Everton is really hard job to do. It really, really is. You get very little to work with. Most of the time it's just trying to win long balls. It really is proper graft. This XG today is 0.26. So you're feeding off scraps. It really is difficult. And as I said, it doesn't matter who's playing up there. It really is hard work for them. So all we can hope is Dom gets back. Aerial duels, he won 2 out of 3. So he did all right from that point of view. But it's just tough. It's tough for him. Tough for Beto. But hopefully Dom is available for the game on Wednesday night. Otherwise, we're really, really struggling. So I give Dom a 6.8 for today's performance. The subs, James Garner came on the 67th minute. Only had 9 touches of the ball. Didn't have loads to do. Didn't have loads to do at all. And for someone who's coming into centre midfield, that's a little bit odd in a game still with half an hour or so to come in. That really is odd that he didn't have loads to do. So James Garner, I'd give a 6-4 coming off the bench. Beto came on, played 22 minutes, and obviously the injury is, well, obviously it is a concussion, or sorry, it mightn't be concussion. He got knocked out unconscious. So obviously concussion protocol comes into it and all that kind of thing now going forward. Not clean out. I mean, you watch the video, it's the fall as much as anything, isn't it? It's the fall coming down from that kind of height. Just horrible to see. And he done all right. 13 touches when he came on. He done okay. No real opportunities in front of goal. He done all right. Willing runner as always. Not much to really to grab hold of. And look where he's done the injury. It's right outside our box, trying to win a ball back for us. So he's fighting, he's working hard, he's trying to do something for us. It's just horrible to see. It really is horrible to see it, and you can tell players' reactions straight away that they know it's a bad one and it needs dealing with straight away. So yeah. Let's hope he gets back as quick as he can. Probably looking at the Luton game now, I'd imagine. Maybe, I don't know. It used to be 3 weeks. I'm still not sure. What it is, but yeah, really not nice to see. And it's a blow to the squad, but hopefully we wish him a speedy recovery. And I know that he was speaking to the physio, so he did come around by the time he had to go off. So I give him a 6.5. Schmitty come on obviously for him. Listen, he scrapped and battled. Fair play to him. He's just got to believe in himself a little bit more, I think. There's a couple of moments where he got the better of the defender. There's one actually where if he went down, could have led to one of their centre-backs being sent off. He's got to just believe in himself a little bit. It's been a tough season for him, but listen, for the next couple of games, maybe 3 games, he's going to be our second striker. Maybe our first striker, who knows? He's got to believe in himself. He's got to try and just grab hold of everything he can. And he did all right when he came on today. Picked up a yellow card for stopping one of their plays moving forward. That's good. But there was an opportunity maybe to go down on the edge of their box. Again, that's all about experience. And young players typically do want to stay on their feet. But probably had an opportunity to slow the game down there, win as a free kick, and maybe give the manager something to think about, whether it was a second yellow for their centre-back. But he did all right. But obviously coming on doing all right from the front is obviously different from starting a game. The guy needs minutes, obviously. All footballers need minutes, of course. You know, Ellis Sims is playing in an FA Cup semi-final, scoring a goal, and people will bemoan the fact that Everton signed him. Players need minutes. They need time playing the game. It sounds stupid, but it's the most obvious thing in the world, isn't it? You learn your craft from playing, and this lad hasn't been able to do that. Beto hasn't been able to do that. Like Sir Patterson hasn't been able to do that. You learn your trade by playing week in, week out, getting experience, understanding what you need to do by learning it on the pitch. So it was nice to see him get involved and do some dirty work from the front. As I said, it's all about experience now. So Schmidt, I would give a 6.5 for his cameo today. So in not so easy circumstances, but listen, we got the 3 points. Nothing else matters. It was a good. We played well for what we do, and I think that's got to be all you can ask for. We're not a great side. We're not really an attractive side. On Monday, we went away from what we do well. Today, we went back to what we do well, and we got the 3 points. So, hopefully, we can carry that on. Tough game on Wednesday, of course, and it'll be a tough game next week against Brentford as well. They're on the back of a few good wins, but hopefully, if we can get something out of both of those games, that will give us what we need to go forward and get the points to secure Premier League for another season. And that's all that really matters at this stage. You know, we just got to churn some results out and keep churning results out. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my Gladys Street reaction as well. We'll be live tomorrow 1 o'clock on YouTube, and then we'll be doing the final word over on Toffee TV Premier. So make sure to join us for that. Don't forget all the stats and all the heat maps and everything. That's all from SofaScore. Please do download that app. It really helps the channel out. Every single time you download that app, that really helps the channel. So if you could do that for us, we'd be very, very happy. And of course, join us on Toffee TV Premier tomorrow as well. If you're not on Toffee TV Premier, come and join us on Toffee TV Premier. Why not? Why not join us for the cost of basically a coffee for a month? One coffee for a month. Why not do that? The link in the description. QR code is in the description. There you go. Thanks for watching. See you later.